Are you feeling that desire to do something really purposeful, to find out what is your purpose? How is it that you should find the right career? Or is there a soul-aligned business that you're feeling really drawn to create? Well, your energy is really shifting, and this video is designed to support you in how you can make that shift with the most gracious beauty. So watch on to discover. Allow your heart to listen. In this series of the Awakening Spiral, we are looking at the layers of energy and how they shift as we deepen into an embodiment from our soul. And sometimes, journey of life can be a bit challenging, doesn't feel like it's so great. But I'm assuming if you're interested in watching this video that you've probably been doing quite a lot of work and you feel like you've got something to share that's of real value and is going to really help people because it's really transformed your life. But there is an energy that starts to happen when we move into this that needs support. And this video is to help you with tapping into that transition. I'm Nid, I'm a soul guide, and I support people with how it is that they can really connect and live from their soul's desire for their life, to let their soul express itself through them fully, whether that comes through body pain, relationships going wrong, emotional upheavals, spiritual awakenings, or through soul-aligned business being one of my favorite, most fun things to watch people really step up and contribute back after they've been on their own journey. So the energy of being in this place is like really excited, right? You can start to feel your radiance and there's a lot that you want to get out there, and there's just so many things around expressing yourself, the value you've got to offer, the teaching you want to give, the people you want to connect with. And this is an embodiment of your truth from your soul, of what it is that you're here to live and to learn, and you want to exchange that energy. You want to really feel the reciprocity in your life. And this is a really powerful stage that you're moving into. But firstly, I want to invite you to acknowledge that there is actually a really sacred pause before it is that you move into service. And if you don't honor this pause and take appropriate reflection, you may find that you're having to go back and do quite a lot of self-work again. Especially in the process of setting up your business, it's going to bring up lots of issues around your self-worth and how you value yourself with your pricing, or your voice and being able to speak your truth and not being able to get any marketing done, or the lack of your integration to be able to go out and explore and try and discover things, and therefore your strategies are just non-existent and really hard. You're scared, you're avoidant of even doing strategy. So if you don't pause at this point and look at what have you embodied, what have you integrated, and all of the previous layers that we've looked at in the Awakening Spiral and how you've embodied those fully, then you will find yourself going into your expression and having to do a lot of that self-work again in order to move your business forwards. And there's nothing wrong with that. That might be your journey. That might be your way. And it really is without judgment. I definitely have had a bit of both because I began my business while I was still really ill. And so I shared throughout my journey, and throughout my journey that meant I had to come back and do the self-work before I could move forwards again. And so there was this constant inward and outward movement. And that's very natural in a soulful business. We want to be really deeply connected with our soul work, with our inner work, so that then when that natural outflow happens, we know how to pause, reflect, tune in with those points throughout the journey and say, okay, is this all in alignment? What is there that needs refining? And then I can step up and I can offer and I can serve. And this is just to make your journey that little bit easier. And what I love in the sacred geometry of this part of the journey is we actually energetically are activating all of the layers of the spiral into collective. So we're actually activating individual healing through all of the layers of the spiral, and that transmutes it into a collective energy that works through all of the spiral layers. Whatever your client audience is, whatever that niche is, that energy is going to activate into the collective field for collective healing. And that is a huge gift, and that's why you're feeling that call to serve. And so if you're feeling that this might be where you're at, but you're not sure, maybe you could be in a different layer of the spiral, it's a really good idea to type quiz below and do take a moment to see where it is in the spiral that you might need to want to give your energy and maybe some more of that inward self-work to take into your business to move you forwards. But I'd also really like to give you a practice right now. And it's a meditation practice to help you connect into your sense of purpose. Because not everyone watching this video has a business that they want to do. Maybe you want to stay in your job, you're really quite happy where you are, or you don't work. You know, maybe your job is caring for people in your family or in your community. And those are really important places to feel your purpose is being lived through you. I know that when I sat in the early days of my brain injury and I asked what was my purpose in life, I was really shown that it was my ability to just be present. That has always stayed with me as being the most important part of my work, is the presence that I bring when I'm with people, especially in a live, because you can feel the transmission now, but when we're in it in the same live moment, you feel the love that flows, the unconditionality, the security and safety that is already here. And I know that because that's what it feels. That's what it is. Because that's what's flowing between all of us at all times. And so let's drop into that meditation, and if you want to lie down, you can. If you want to sit, you can. And if you want to keep your eyes soft and open, that's absolutely fine. And just coming into your center, feeling your sit bones grounded down on your support, or your back held and supported. And release whatever is not yours. Coming into this moment. And just calling back all of your energy from wherever it has gone to this now. Finding the stillness of the body and bringing all the energy down into the base, the back, and extend the energy down through your legs into the earth as though they're the roots of a beautiful flower, feeling themselves rooting all the way down into the earth, connecting and spreading themselves to feel nourished and supported in this beautiful physical world of wonder and beauty. And feel the nourishment rising up through the body, the legs and the torso, receiving this nourishment of physical sustenance and support. And allow the body to begin to steadily feel that energy rising up through the torso. A beautiful flower starting to grow. When it reaches the diaphragm, feel the energy begin to bud into a most beautiful flower.
energy of the sun drawing you upward towards the light, whilst still feeling those roots deep into the earth. Feel the elements of the sun blazing upon, the wind moving around, the water providing greater nourishment and tapping movement on your leaves. Notice this flower beginning to unfold from the chest into the arms and throat. Each petal unfolds in its own time through a spiraling movement. It unravels itself, unfolding into the light, into the wind, into the rain. Stay rooted, feeling the moving energies as it unfolds, petal by petal. Perhaps you sense the aroma, the texture of these petals in the body. See how beautiful this flower is. Feel its divine, wondrous glory unfolding all in its own time. And as all the petals begin to unfold, feel the center of this beautiful flower glistening in the light. The most beautiful diamond stone. Various sides catching the light and casting different rainbows all around. Feel its radiance glistening in the light. Feel the reflections of the light dancing all around in space, reflecting back the light and the beauty of this diamond and the flower it sits within. And enjoy being in all of these wonderful reflections of light, these mirrors of beauty all around this radiant flower. As though there are mirrors and mirrors and endless mirrors of wondrous flowers, diamond light dancing around. Receive the love of all this light and colour. Receive the magic of all this beauty. Begin to become aware of your breathing. Breathing in all of this beauty, love, and reflection of awe and magnificence. Breathe it all into your body, letting your breath bring it into your cells. And when you feel the whole of the body is integrated, the wondrous beauty of this magnificent flower, you may gently start to move hands over legs, hands touching the body and bringing you back into your space, into your body, and into your day.
Trust that you enjoyed the meditation, and if you'd like to get just that on its own, then make sure that you pop over to your sanctuary where we have all of these resources and many more to help you step into your radiant light and really enjoy living your purpose, feeling yourself radiating, contributing to that collective light that we're all moving into, although it might seem sometimes as though other things are going on. You are a light. To hold it for others, that is underneath however your purpose appears, what is always going to be at the core of who you are. And so trust yourself and your work in being who you are, honoring that and celebrating that to bring more light to this world, more peace, more love, and more harmony. I thank you for doing your work, for showing up in the world, and love to connect with you more in person. So if you ever wish to come over to our free monthly community call, make sure that you check out the link in the description below. And don't forget, type quiz if you want to find out what layer of the spiral you're moving through at any time.
Thank you for joining. Have a wonderful day.